The Atlas Post. This is an update on how to change your address with the IRS to get your stimulus money. And we are saying this is an update because we had just done the other one, or actually the other video on how to update your address. And there's this new change, and this change is, well, as you can see, the IRS does not put pages in yellow. Okay, so now they have this big, bold, and yellow. In fact, very big in bold letters, larger than anything else on this page. Address changes via by form and in writing are not being processed right now. So similar to other agencies, let's just say that they are very, very busy. They are, well, I will tell you what they say. They urge taxpayers to use electronic means because to protect the public and employees and in compliance with orders of local health authorities around the country, certain IRS services such as live assistance on telephones, processing paper tax returns, and responding to correspondence are extremely limited or suspended until further notice. Of course, this is because of coronavirus or COVID-19. So, if you want to make an address change to affect your economic impact payments, the best way to do it right now is to file your tax return from 2019. So if you have not filed your tax return for 2019, when you file and we process your return, we will update our records with your address on the return. In other words, get your taxes done. So they're going to be using that. And if you already have filed your 2019 tax return, and you're owed a refund and did not provide direct deposit information to receive it, or if you owe the IRS, your payment will be mailed to the address you provided on this return or as updated through the U.S. Postal Service. So note that. See, this part has an exclamation point. So on here, it's mailed to the address you provided on the return. That's your 2019 tax return when you filed it, or as updated through the U.S. Postal Service. So here you can notify the U.S. Post Office. If you change your address after filing your return, you should notify the post offices that services your old address, because not all post offices forward government checks. You should also notify the IRS as described below. Now, of course, they do tell you to do it by form or in writing, but as we noted above, that address changes via by form and in writing are not being processed right now. Wow. Yeah, this is really important. So I'm going to say that once again. Address changes via by form and in writing are not being processed right now. I will also say that some of these things may be subject to change because here in California, the EDD office has just opened up. Now, I haven't been there personally, but a friend of mine has already told me they finally reached somebody at the EDD because they've been, let's just say, understaffed. They don't have enough people, and so many people are filing that the phone lines have been very, very busy. And the person basically said, well, we can't help you, or we don't know what to do, but you can go into the EDD office, which is now open. So, you never know what might change, but this is the busy season for the IRS. So right now, I would take it just as they have it. Go file your tax return, put the information on there, and go through those channels. And hopefully your economic impact payment will become sooner than later, because last time they had the checks scheduled till September. But filing your tax return, that's probably the fastest way to do it. And if you're curious, when are your taxes due? Well, you should know it is due. Let's see if it says it on here. Okay. So they extended the deadline, which is traditionally April 15th. So it's been extended to July 15th, 2020. And they are continuing to process tax returns and send out refunds, of course. It's July 15th, 2020, which as of today is less than a month, so it is countdown time right now. But go ahead and get your tax return taken care of so you can get your economic impact payment. So thank you in advance for helping to support the Atlas Post on Patreon. Yes, we do love that. We bring you news relating to finances, stimulus bills, CARES Act assistance programs, step-by-step how-to, and more for those who like to get tips and hear their news. Please leave your comments as we do review them. It helps us determine which questions to answer, as do our comments on Patreon, and also by which videos you keep watching over and over and over. That does let us know which ones you do need to see. If this has been helpful, please share it with a friend. We would appreciate it with a thumbs up. Check out our playlist and subscribe for the latest news. Tap into your news with the Atlas Post. Have a joyful day.